You asked me last night who would you rather play out of Bingham and Allen. I said both players are ideally suited. They play the same kind of game as Ronnie.
OK, back we go. Frame 6 of the 8 this afternoon.
Yeah, Mark Allen then breaks off this frame. Mark Allen is a world-class operator. The problem is today he's up against the smooth operator.
Well, I suppose you can't pot them all, and has he been? Well, he's blocked one to the middle pocket, but he went full-blooded for that because the one next to the black's on. This was more difficult than the previous one. Oh, he didn't anticipate the cannon. He thought he was going to slip past the reds and finish on the blue. But he got the important part, the pot. He just felt that he might be able to miss that red.
Yellow ball.
Eight frames to be played in this afternoon session. They'll be back at 7 o'clock for the remaining part of the match. And what a conclusion we could have to this final, because both players playing really well. It could go close, this.
He wants to be interested in the yellow here, Ronnie, but to get that line he'd have to flirt with this right corner. Oh, he's played it. Oh, tell you what an effort. Oh, nearly.
I think the whole crowd thought that white was going to stop in behind the yellow. Can Mark Allen get there? No, just played it traditional way. He could have attempted a thinner one to get in behind the yellow, but he left a straightforward escape for Ronnie here. Can't get to the yellow from this side of the table. Well, he can get to the red, but look at the black, look at the pink. And looking at that angle, very little chance of getting to the blue. Well, if he takes this on and gets on the color, it'll be brilliant.
One.
Yeah, very little chance of getting to the blue from that situation. Got a choice. You can take any of the balk colors, so it's the brown.
Mark Allen won.
Maybe playing this one thick, figure eight safety up behind green. The way you would expect him. And I decided against it. Surprised at that. That did surprise me, but I think he's got cover. I'm quite fortunate.
I think Mark might have to think about coming off the cushion and chipping this red in, because if he played that shot, he would go round the back of the reds. Worth the risk here. He's looking at that now. It's not straightforward. You've got to make sure you get the cushion in the right spot to come off and then cut the red in, but he will go round the table if he pots it. Well, I'm surprised he didn't have a go at that. He's just playing the safety shot. Thought it might have been worth the risk. Wasn't going to really leave anything. I think Angus McManus might have had a go at cutting that.
We don't know so much. Ronnie on the prowl again. Seeing what he's going to leave. Little gap of green and brown he's looking for. Trying to pick his spot up there. Just a touch thick. Yeah, now the black's going to come into play. Big target up behind green. Got it thin though. Not a huge mistake, but the blue goes in. Doesn't really make any material difference. Bar the 5 points. Are we going to see Ronnie climb into this long red? Because it's worth playing. And he's got the power. Well, we know that. So deep screw. Probably back to bulk rather than blue. Oh. May have had a hint of a kick on it. Hence the cue ball not getting top side, but boy, what a pot again. He has his eye in those shots. Seen the kick there.
If you were playing Ronnie in an exhibition, you'd pot the blue with loads of left-hand side off the bottom side cushion and into the pink and reds. It's not an exhibition. Tried to come directly up the table into the bunch.
6. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
You want to be careful this red he's hitting. Doesn't want to push it through the gap. See that? Oh, he's fortunate he's flipped it. Just a little gap there. It was always bound to the red to brush off another, which killed the pace on it. So very fortunate. Only good thing for O'Sullivan. That red near the black is probably the one he'll be laying on, regardless of how tight he is tucked in behind the screen now.
Mark Allen, 1.
Not sure if you can get twice across the table to land on that red to the right of the black. You'd have to go close to the pack, but he feels he can do it. You'd have to play it with lots of side to make the angle. Lots of left-hand side. That's going to be the black, I think.
Foul and a miss. Mark Allen, 7.
And he's left the red by the looks of things.
Yeah, that was more a mental error than anything else. You would have expected Ronnie to err on the other side of the red. Even if he missed it, it would have actually been a good shot.
1.
And then Mark would have put him back in. He'd have played it properly second time if asking. But yeah, just a mental error.
Pink and black still tied up, so very little chance for Mark Allen to score here. There's a couple of reds he can play for here. At the back of the little bunch of reds, they're available into the left corner pocket. And he can stun round off a couple of cushions to get there. But from the brown, he'd have to hit it much harder. He's going to play the snooker instead. Don't blame him.
Mark Allen 1. Foul enemies. Mark Allen 4. Yeah, okay.
It's quite tricky off the one cushion. The middle pocket's slightly in the way, so might need a little trace aside to make the angle. That's better. Just gone a little bit scrappy, but neither player would have wanted this, but you never know how the balls are going to finish up. There hasn't been a terrific amount of tactical play, but the way the table's situated is dictating what's happening here. Well, his intention was to bring the black into play, which he's done, but he just caught the little pocket there. This is a thin one. He's round looking at the angle, but it's very thin.
It's almost like both players are a little frightened of playing a red that's in the bunch right now. They don't want to push a red over corner. Hence Mark playing the thin, loose one. A bit thick though. That is a mistake because this red passes the black. He wants to be quite precise with his cue ball here if he plays for black. Doesn't want to be any lower than the black spot. He needs this black to travel.
1.
Should just about be able to play this with check. Probably on the pink line and be playing a cannon on the pink, hoping to get low of the pink. But this is borderline. Let's see if he can check this in. Yeah. This isn't straightforward. He wanted the cue ball top of the black spot. Trish trying to find a way of striking this cue ball, almost a dead cue ball with tons of left to check it. one thing, if anyone can do it, he's the man for the job, but this isn't straightforward, as I say.
Not very often you see Ronnie take this long over a shot, but he'd love to play the shot that Alan suggested, but he doesn't feel that he can do it. He's looking at somehow getting around the table, and there's only one red available. Now, what a shot that would be if he somehow could get to that. And here comes the white. Where's it going to finish up? No, it was almost impossible to get onto that red from that position.
Just checking this cue ball now. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is very good. Once a piece of the knuckle, didn't quite get it. Unfortunate. Good shot. Chance for Mark, mind you, to try and return the compliment in the same shot.
And this is another great effort. You know, it's finished in virtually the same position to where he played the shot from. Always great to see the big breaks going in. Frames won with one visit, but tell you what is also exciting and interesting to watch. A good tactical battle.
That wasn't just a great pot. How smoothly he struck that was unbelievable. Look at the smoothness in this delivery. Oh, and leaves the cue there. Wow, what a shot. To find the pace as well, to just drop on the yellow like this was just, well, sublime. Almost going to try and check it again off this first cushion. Just a hint to left. See that? It's trying to kill the cue ball.
Free.
God, you give him an inch. It takes a mile.
Four.
It's amazing the angles they can make
11.
these days on these fine cloths. That black wasn't far off straight, and look where he's got the cue ball to.
12.
The top players seem to generate so much power. Look at the black there, and look at the angle he's forced.
$19. $20.
the cannon here. Almost trying to Chinese snooker himself on the two loose reds with the pink. Just a little soft screw. That little gap there in the cue ball. Oh, perfect again. Perfect.
27.
The key in those shots is the smooth delivery.
28.
Any sort of tension you could get, as Dennis said, that last shot with the black, you really punch those shots, you can get the cue ball to work. The key is the smooth delivery to hold the cue ball.
$35.
Gradually creeping towards winning the frame.
$36.
And the next shot could be key. Oh, we wobbled the black. He almost missed that. He grimaces there.
43.
Nearly put it on the near jaw. Oh, it must have wobbled at least 6 times then.
44.
But that was the key. It was definitely the key to taking the frame.
$50.
Yeah, and with a 2-frame gap
51.
for the first time this afternoon. The first real question of Mark Allen's character is going to be answered shortly. He has to respond. 2 more frames to go in this session.
7. O'Sullivan.
Yeah, the red doesn't matter. A classy little contribution there by O'Sullivan. As I say, the 2-frame gap appears. He now leads 4-2.